Hello, welcome back to Ben Sushi LiveNoding. In this episode, we're gonna talk about HUD or head-up display and how we can use Sverchok add-on to display all kind of data in relations to objects in the scene. So we already know that if you have like a multiple objects, whatever objects it is, and if you want to display the name of the objects, whether it's a camera, lamp, whatever, you can actually just go under here and then click on the name. Perhaps you want to also hold Alt and then click on the name, and then it's going to display this name attributes for every object, like so. And so that's one thing. We can also display the axis. That's very useful. What if we want to display other kind of informations? Can we do that as well? You can use Python script to do this, but the quick way I usually use is using Sverchok add-on. There's one called viewer index, and apart from displaying the vertices, index, edges, faces, this can also display any kind of text informations that you pipe it in. So let's take a look. So this is we have 3 cubes. I'm gonna select 3 cubes, get the selections. If I pipe it in the vertices, you will see that the index stay there. If you want to kind of place them correctly, you need to apply the matrix. So matrix apply, and then now the transformation matrix is in. You can do this for grid as well, or the monkey head, any kind of objects. It will work once you just select and bring it in. So that's really handy to display the index. Normally, if you want to do this, you go to the edit mode, and then I think there's an add-on to do this. But anyhow, this is very handy. And if you want to display the edges and the polygon face, you can also do that. Just kind of switching this. So that's very handy. But how about the text? What if you want to display the name? Let's save this real quick. The name of the objects and displaying it in the scene, or like the position of the objects. Can we do that? Let's grab the name first. Object ID set, and grab the name of the objects and check it out using the stethoscope. We can see we get the name. What if we just pipe it in there? Will it work? So currently it doesn't seems to be working. Maybe we need to join the data, join and wrap, and pipe it in. So now it seems to be kind of working, but we are getting it on every single point. We don't want that. Perhaps we need to use matrix out. So we just get the transform information for the objects, and then from this known locations, we just pipe it into this guy. And there you go. We get the name, and we even get this special background coloring thing. So that's really handy. So this is actually doing the same thing like this guy. So not particularly useful, but we can always like do things like move the position, for example. So that's a little bit different, a little bit more useful. Not just the name of the object. Actually, you can get all kind of informations as well. Like let's say the object's locations. I think that should give us the position of the objects. It has this vector type of data. It displays the string like this. If you just want the value, I think you can just get the, you can have it this way. location 0. I don't know if you can do this. I don't think you can. Maybe we can do it this way. Oh no, maybe not. That doesn't work. I think we need to separate the X, Y, Z. I don't know, maybe there's like a Python tricks to do that. But anyway, that's displaying the locations. And moving the object should actually update the position as well. Oh, apparently we need to have Sverchok to update on every frame for that to work. So of course, yeah, you can display all kind of text data, even the one that you supply, and for each and every object. Let's say we want to also display the color. We can do that because every object has special object color here. By default, it's white. Let me give it like red and display this color. So I think in order to see the color, we need to give it a material. Let's create a material and turn on object color. Now we can see the color, and for each and every object, I'm gonna link the same material. It's Control L, and so this material I'll assign manually like a different color, and we're gonna see how to display the color using Sverchok. So just using the same method, just get the color. So object color will give us a value, and I believe we can just pipe it in there, although it seems to be displaying the path to the color, not the actual color data itself. Maybe there's a way to get the color. Normally I will do it like this, color 0, and then maybe combine it again. Or let's do it like this. Okay, doing it this way actually kind of unwrap the value, and we get this kind of list that we might need to join. Might need another join here. Oh well, at least we can get like a color red and color green and blue separately. So a single color seems to be working. I'm pretty sure we can kind of combine the data as well. So if we grab the color RGB here, color 0, there's actually like I think 4 RGBA, so it's 4 value inside this. Gonna grab color 0, color red, and then gonna join the list before we pipe it in up there. Oh well, I guess just a single data for now, but I'm pretty sure I can actually pipe in a list of data as well, and we can see it in the HUD. So whenever we update the color, it's gonna update the value display on the HUD. So that's another thing we can do, and there's also one more idea I have. Maybe we want to be able to display whether it's true or false. If we ask question like which object is actually on top of the grid or under the grid, depending on the position. So if you look at it in the locations there, if it's above the surface, the z should be like higher than 0. If it's lower than the grid, it should be like minus. So let's test it out. Get the locations z. So location dot z, I believe we can do it this way. So get the position of every objects in the location z, and then see if it's under 0 or over 0. And we're gonna test it out using conditional logic functions, and let's see, I think if it's larger than 0, give it a value true or false. So we got it false, true, false, true, true. If we pipe it in, we should get the result. So false, true, false. And whenever an object is under 0, it's gonna give false. So if it's above, it's gonna be true. So yeah, this is, I think, very, very handy. It's for whatever reason, if you ever need to have some kind of HUD for the objects, you can use Sverchok to do it, and just grab any kind of parameters, any kind of data, whether it's a color, locations, or the string name, or even like a boolean, in this case true and false. You can pipe it in into this text, and it will display the HUD at that particular position. Yeah, so this feature is almost hidden under the viewer index node, but I think it's very handy. Yeah, hopefully you find this useful. Let me know what you think. Maybe if there's anything to add, I will add it. And just let me know in the comment section below. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.